What if everything you've been told about success is backwards? What if the secret to becoming exceptional isn't about doing more, but about becoming more? In the next hour, you'll discover why most men plateau at mediocrity, and more importantly, how you can break free from that invisible ceiling. This is the path to superiority. Introduction. Welcome. I'm glad you're here, because the fact that you've chosen to listen to this tells me something important about you. You're not satisfied with average. You sense there's something greater waiting for you, a version of yourself that you haven't fully accessed yet. Superiority isn't about being better than others. That's a trap that keeps men stuck in endless comparison and competition that drains their energy. Real superiority is about becoming the best possible version of yourself, about actualizing your potential in ways that most men never attempt. Look around you. Most men are sleepwalking through life. They follow scripts written by society, their families, or their circumstances. They work jobs that don't fulfill them, maintain relationships that don't challenge them, and pursue goals that don't inspire them. They've traded their potential for comfort, their dreams for security. But you're different. You're listening to this because something inside you refuses to settle. That's your inner excellence calling. It's been there your whole life, sometimes loud, sometimes whispered, but always present. This audiobook is structured around 5 essential pillars that separate superior men from ordinary ones. Each chapter will give you both the philosophy and the practical tools to elevate yourself. These aren't quick fixes or life hacks. They're fundamental principles that, when applied consistently, will transform every area of your life. The path to superiority is challenging. It requires sacrifice, discipline, and the courage to stand apart from the crowd. But I promise you this, the man you'll become on this journey is worth every uncomfortable step. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Foundation of Mental Sovereignty. Your mind is either your greatest asset or your worst enemy. Most men never realize they're being controlled by their own thoughts, trapped in patterns of thinking that were installed by others. Mental sovereignty means taking complete ownership of your internal world. Start by understanding this. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. This distinction is crucial. Right now, thoughts are flowing through your mind. Some are useful, some are destructive, but you didn't consciously choose most of them. They arose automatically based on past conditioning. Superior men develop the ability to watch their thoughts without being controlled by them. This is metacognition, thinking about thinking. When you can observe your mental patterns from a distance, you gain the power to change them. Here's a practice that changes everything. For the next week, carry a small notebook. Every time you notice a negative thought about yourself, write it down. Don't judge it, just record it. You'll quickly see patterns. Maybe you constantly think you're not good enough, or that people are judging you, or that you'll fail. These repetitive negative thoughts are like malware running in your operating system. They consume processing power and corrupt your outputs. The first step to mental sovereignty is awareness. You can't change what you don't see. Next comes reprogramming. For every limiting belief you've identified, create a counter-statement based on evidence. If you think, "I always fail," list 3 times you succeeded. Your brain will resist this because it prefers familiar patterns, even negative ones. Push through that resistance. Superior men also practice strategic ignorance. They're highly selective about what information enters their minds. Every podcast, video, conversation, and news article is programming your subconscious. Most men consume mental junk food all day, then wonder why they feel anxious and unfocused. Audit your information diet this week. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel inadequate. Stop watching news that fills you with fear but offers no actionable value. Eliminate content that promotes victimhood or complaining. Replace it with material that challenges you to grow. Finally, build a daily practice of meditation, even if it's just 5 minutes. Meditation isn't about clearing your mind, it's about training your attention. Your attention is your most valuable resource. Where it goes, your life follows. Superior men are masters of their attention. They choose what deserves their mental energy and ruthlessly protect it from distraction. Mental sovereignty is the foundation. Without it, nothing else works. Master your mind, and you master your life. In the next chapter, we'll build on this foundation by discussing how to forge an unbreakable body. Chapter 2: Forging the Weapon. Your body. Your body is not just a vehicle, it's the physical manifestation of your discipline and self-respect. Show me a man with a weak body, and I'll show you a man with weak habits. The path to superiority runs directly through physical excellence. Let's be clear, this isn't about aesthetics, though those will come. This is about functionality, resilience, and the psychological benefits of pushing your physical limits. When you train your body, you're training your mind to embrace discomfort, to persist when things get hard, to break through perceived limitations. Start with strength training. There's something primal and transformative about lifting heavy things. It connects you to your masculine essence in a way that nothing else does. You don't need a fancy gym. Bodyweight exercises, a pull-up bar, and a set of dumbbells can build an impressive physique. The key is consistency and progressive overload. Train at least 4 times per week. Each session should challenge you. If you're not occasionally failing a rep or struggling to complete a set, you're not training hard enough. Your body adapts to stress by becoming stronger, but only if you provide sufficient stress. Beyond strength, develop your cardiovascular system. This isn't about becoming a marathon runner, it's about building an engine that doesn't quit. High-intensity interval training is efficient and effective. 20 minutes of sprints, burpees, or kettlebell swings will do more for you than an hour of steady-state cardio. But here's what most fitness content won't tell you. The real transformation happens in the kitchen. You cannot out-train a bad diet. Superior men eat intentionally, not emotionally. They view food as fuel and information for their cells, not as entertainment or comfort. Eliminate processed foods, excess sugar, and industrial seed oils. These are literally poisoning you, creating inflammation, disrupting your hormones, and clouding your mind. Eat whole foods: meat, fish, eggs, vegetables, fruit, nuts. It's simple but not easy because it requires planning and discipline. Many men also need to address their relationship with stimulants and depressants. If you need coffee to function and alcohol to relax, you're using substances to regulate what your body should handle naturally. This isn't judgment, it's observation. Superior men develop natural energy and natural calm through lifestyle, not chemicals. Sleep is the most underrated aspect of physical excellence. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep is non-negotiable. During sleep, your body repairs itself, consolidates learning, and regulates hormones. Chronic sleep deprivation makes you weaker, fatter, dumber, and more emotional. Treat your sleep like a sacred appointment. Finally, embrace discomfort regularly. Take cold showers. They're miserable for the first 30 seconds, then your body adapts. This teaches you that discomfort is temporary and manageable. It also has profound effects on your immune system, mood, and resilience. Your body is the only place you have to live. Treat it like the temple it is. When you look in the mirror and see a strong, healthy, capable man, it changes how you move through the world. People notice. Opportunities appear. But most importantly, you respect yourself. And self-respect is the cornerstone of superiority. Chapter 3: The Economics of Excellence. Financial mediocrity is a choice, not a destiny. Most men accept whatever income their job provides, never questioning whether they could earn more or create additional income streams. Superior men understand that money is a tool for freedom and impact, and they systematically build their economic power. First, let's destroy a toxic belief that wanting money is greedy or shallow. Money is neutral. It amplifies who you already are. If you're generous, money makes you more generous. If you're selfish, money makes you more selfish. Don't let false humility keep you poor. The path to financial excellence starts with value creation. You're paid in direct proportion to the value you deliver to the marketplace. If you want to earn more, you must increase your ability to solve valuable problems. This means developing high-income skills. What skills are valuable? In today's economy, sales, marketing, coding, design, writing, video production, project management. These skills are technology-enabled and globally scalable. A man who masters any of these can write his own ticket. Here's the strategy. Identify a skill that aligns with your interests and market demand. Invest 6 to 12 months in intensive learning. Not passive consumption, but active practice. Build projects. Create a portfolio. Offer your services for free initially to gain experience. Once you have proof of competence, start charging. Meanwhile, ruthlessly optimize your expenses. Track every dollar you spend for 1 month. You'll be shocked by the waste. Subscriptions you don't use, convenience purchases, impulse buys. Eliminate anything that doesn't directly contribute to your goals or genuine happiness. The gap between your income and expenses is your power. That gap allows you to invest, to take risks, to build assets. Most men spend everything they earn, which keeps them trapped in jobs they hate. Superior men live below their means and deploy the difference strategically. Invest in assets, not liabilities. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes it out. A rental property is an asset. A luxury car is a liability. Index funds are assets. Designer clothes are liabilities. Build a portfolio of assets that generate passive income. But don't stop there. The real wealth is built through entrepreneurship. A job trades your time for money, which means your income is capped by available hours. A business or income-generating asset can earn while you sleep. Start a side business, even if it's small. Learn how to attract customers, deliver value, and scale systems. Most importantly, invest in yourself. Courses, books, coaching, conferences, these have the highest return on investment. A skill learned or connection made can multiply your income by 10 times or more. Never stop learning, never stop growing your capabilities. Superior men also understand leverage. They use other people's time, money, and expertise to amplify their results. They build teams, raise capital, and create systems. They work on their business, not just in it. Finally, develop a wealthy mindset. Believe you deserve abundance. Visualize your financial goals clearly. Act as if they're inevitable. Your external results will never exceed your internal expectations. Money flows to those who expect it and are prepared to receive it. Chapter 4. Relationships and Social Mastery. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look at your closest relationships right now. Are these people inspiring you to grow or normalizing mediocrity? Superior men are intentional about who gets access to their time and energy. Let's start with romantic relationships. Many men enter relationships from a place of neediness, seeking validation or completion from a partner. This creates weak, codependent dynamics. Superior men enter relationships from abundance, as whole individuals choosing to share their lives with someone who adds value. The masculine energy in a relationship is about direction, purpose, and leadership. The feminine energy is about flow, emotion, and support. These aren't rigid roles, but energetic poles. When you show up as a man with clear purpose and emotional stability, you create space for feminine energy to flourish. But relationships require you to be emotionally intelligent. You must be able to identify, understand, and communicate your feelings without being controlled by them. You need to create safety for your partner's emotions without trying to fix them. You need to maintain healthy boundaries while remaining open and connected. The biggest relationship killer? Lack of polarity. When you become too available, too agreeable, too predictable, attraction dies. Maintain your edge. Keep pursuing your mission. Stay physically fit. Create mystery and excitement. Never fully abandon the courtship phase. Beyond romantic relationships, audit your friendships. Are your friends ambitious? Do they challenge you? Do they celebrate your wins, or do they subtly undermine you? It's harsh but true. Some friendships need to end. People who are comfortable with mediocrity will consciously or unconsciously pull you back toward it. Seek out superior men, join groups, attend events, and engage in communities where high performers gather. These relationships are force multipliers. They introduce you to opportunities, hold you accountable, and normalize excellence. When everyone around you is building businesses, staying fit, and improving themselves, you'll naturally rise to that standard. Social mastery also means learning to communicate powerfully. Listen more than you speak, ask better questions. Be genuinely curious about people. When you do speak, be clear, direct, and authentic. Don't hide behind politeness or people-pleasing. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Learn to handle conflict effectively. Most men either avoid conflict entirely or handle it poorly through aggression. Superior men address issues directly, calmly, and early before they escalate. They focus on solutions, not blame. They maintain composure under pressure. Also, understand status dynamics. Whether we like it or not, humans organize into hierarchies. Your social status affects your opportunities, relationships, and even your health. Build status through competence, generosity, and authentic connection, not through domination or manipulation. Finally, develop leadership skills. Leadership is influence, and influence is impact. Whether you're leading a team at work, a group of friends, or your family, the principles are the same. Provide clear vision, lead by example, make decisions confidently, take responsibility for outcomes, and develop others. Superior men understand that no one succeeds alone. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're providing value to that network. Be the kind of man others want to know, work with, and support. Chapter 5. Legacy and Meaning. The final pillar of superiority is the most important: living with purpose beyond yourself. Men need meaning like they need oxygen. Without it, no amount of money, success, or pleasure will satisfy you. You'll achieve goals and feel empty. You'll reach the top of the ladder and realize it's against the wrong wall. Purpose comes from answering 3 questions. What am I uniquely good at? What does the world need that I can provide? What would I do even if I weren't paid? Where these 3 intersect is your calling. Most men never ask these questions. They follow paths chosen for them by parents, society, or circumstance. They pursue careers for money or status, not meaning. They wake up at 40, successful on paper but dead inside, wondering what it was all for. Don't let this be you. Even if you're years into a career or life path that doesn't align with your purpose, it's never too late to change. Yes, it's scary. Yes, there will be sacrifice. But the alternative, living without meaning, is a slow death of the spirit. Once you've identified your purpose, structure your entire life around it. Your work should advance it. Your relationships should support it. Your daily habits should fuel it. This isn't balance, it's integration. Everything serves the mission. But purpose isn't just about personal fulfillment. Superior men think generationally. They ask, what impact will I leave? What will continue after I'm gone? This is legacy thinking. Maybe your legacy is building a business that employs hundreds and serves thousands. Maybe it's raising children who embody your values and contribute positively to the world. Maybe it's creating art, writing, or inventions that outlive you. Maybe it's mentoring young men who will go on to do great things. Whatever form it takes, legacy requires you to plant trees whose shade you'll never sit under. It demands sacrifice in the present for impact in the future. It means playing long-term games even when the rewards are decades away. This is also about contribution. At a certain level of development, you must shift from "what can I get" and to "what can I give?" Superior men become resources for others. They share knowledge, provide opportunities, offer guidance. They lift others as they climb. But here's the paradox. Serving others must come from strength, not weakness. You can't give what you don't have. This is why we've spent 4 chapters building you up: your mind, body, wealth, and relationships. Now, with that foundation, you can truly serve. Find ways to contribute regularly. Volunteer, mentor, teach, create free content, donate. But do it strategically, not randomly. Focus your giving where it aligns with your purpose and where you can make the greatest impact. Also, document your journey. Write, record, share. Your struggles and victories could inspire someone else. Your lessons could save someone years of pain. Your story matters. Future generations deserve to know it. Finally, make peace with mortality. You will die. Accepting this truth, really accepting it, is liberating. It clarifies priorities, eliminates trivial concerns, and infuses each day with urgency. Live as if you have years, but appreciate each moment as if it's your last. The path to superiority culminates here, becoming a man who knows his purpose, lives aligned with it, and creates impact that echoes beyond his lifetime. This is what separates the truly superior from the merely successful. Conclusion. If you've listened this far, you're no longer the same man who started this journey. Ideas have been planted. Questions have been raised. A fire has been lit. Now comes the hardest part: implementation. Information without action is entertainment. You can listen to 1,000 audiobooks, but if nothing changes in your daily behavior, nothing changes in your life. Here's what I want you to do immediately after this ends. Choose one practice from one chapter. Not 5 things from 5 chapters. One thing. Do it every day for 30 days. Master it. Make it automatic. Then add the next practice. Superiority isn't built in a day or a week or a month. It's built through consistent action over years. Small daily disciplines compound into extraordinary results. One workout seems insignificant, but 300 workouts transform your body. One focused work session seems small, but 500 of them build a business. You'll face resistance. Your current habits will pull you back. People around you might question or criticize your changes. Your own mind will rationalize quitting. This is all normal. Push through. The path to superiority is uncomfortable, which is exactly why most men never walk it. Remember, you're not trying to be better than others. Comparison is a trap. You're competing with who you were yesterday. Every day, aim to be 1% better. That's it. Small, consistent improvements in the right direction. Find accountability. Share your goals with someone who will hold you to them. Join a community of men on similar paths. Hire a coach. Whatever it takes to ensure you don't go back to sleep. The world needs superior men, not perfect men, not men without flaws, but men who are committed to growth, who take responsibility, who lead with strength and serve with humility. Men who build instead of destroy, who inspire instead of tear down, who create legacy instead of just consuming. You can be that man. You already are that man. You just need to fully step into it. The path is clear. The tools are in your hands. What happens next is entirely up to you. Thank you for listening. Now go become superior. This has been The Path to Superiority, brought to you by Men Wellness Focus. Subscribe for more content that elevates your life.